Residents in Benton County near Gravette say they're worried about a new development coming in, potentially disrupting wildlife. Despite those concerns, the Benton County Planning Board tonight voted to move forward with that project. 5 News reporter Lauren Spencer has reaction now from neighbors.
My wife told me, she said, we can't live here no longer if this happens. You know, we moved out to the country for a reason.
Chad Moore has lived on his property near Fruitwood Road for 11 years.
It's a beautiful place as of right now until this subdivision comes in. It's terrible.
That's all about to change. The landowner is taking the 85 acres and putting 24 homes on it with 3 acres each.
And in the end, they're going to look back and realize that the only thing that we did was increase their property values and build a very nice community.
Residents say this could impact their way of life out here in rural Benton County, as well as the infrastructure couldn't handle it. But it could also impact a bald eagle nesting site on the property.
I videoed personally probably over 100 bald eagles. I've never seen this in my life, but circling above, just flying.
Bald eagles, bobcats, bears, and owls. Chad says he's seen them all near his property. The landowner says differently.
I've seen no nests, no signs of a nest. You know, I mean, eagles' nests are, I don't know if anybody knows this, they're like minimum a 6-foot diameter, up to 15, 20-foot diameter. They're huge, they're unmistakable.
With runoff into the nearby creek and erosion to the land, Chad says he believes the project will forever change the place he calls home.
They really don't care. They just want to put in money or put in these subdivisions to make more money, and not thinking about the country life, the habitat, all of the animals.
In Benton County, covering news where you live, Lauren Spencer, 5 News.
Benton County Planning Director Madison Kinsel says county staff consulted with U.S. Fish and Wildlife, a standard step with projects like this in areas that may be habitat for protected species. She says if a nest is found or disturbed, the developer must then follow U.S. Fish and Wildlife guidelines. An employee of the Little Rock School District has died at the scene of a shooting at an early childhood center. Little Rock police called to the scene right about 3 o'clock this afternoon. They found an unresponsive woman, 36-year-old Michelle Butler, and were not able to revive her at the scene. Now, the shooting happened at the Rockefeller Early Childhood Center near the interchange at Interstates 30 and 630. 29-year-old Duance Nooner has been arrested and charged with capital murder tonight. 2 parents in Russville accused of torturing their 7-year-old son now facing attempted capital murder charges tonight. Russville police first learned about this case last month after the child was airlifted to a hospital for severe malnutrition. Police say the boy was fighting for his life but is now listed in stable condition tonight. Chris and Caitlin Freeman were also charged with evidence tampering, kidnapping, and endangering the welfare of a minor. They're expected in court for a pretrial hearing on September 29th. New information tonight in that deadly house fire that happened Monday in Leflore County. Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation is now calling these suspicious deaths. Today, OSBI identified the victims as 78-year-old Dennis Beeson and 76-year-old Betty Beeson. A third person was outside the home when police got there, and he was flown to a nearby hospital. And as of today, he was listed in stable condition. The investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information is asked to contact the OSBI tip line or Leflore County Sheriff's Office. Group of people at a park in Dover, Arkansas say they were caught off guard when federal immigration agents showed up at their party. ICE agents and U.S. Forest Service officers questioned and then detained visitors at the Long Pool Recreation Area in Pope County. In this video, the officers asking for ID but allegedly detained an individual who had a work permit. One officer says, quote, "A work permit doesn't authorize you to be here. We need the green card." According to immigration law attorney Nathan Bogart, that is not completely true. He says he believes the incident could have a profound impact on the state.
It's going to open new doors for ICE to access people who they want to investigate. I think it's going to have a chilling effect. I think that there's going to be a lot of fear and anxiety that spreads through the affected communities.
Agents allegedly showed up after a littering complaint. Now, the Pope County Sheriff's Office says it was unaware of this weekend's raid. Hurricane Erin causing high surges as North Carolina gets ready or remains under a state of emergency. beaches across the East Coast remaining closed for the next couple of days. Now, the hurricane not expected to make landfall in the U.S., but the outer bands of Erin are packing tropical force winds as it approaches North Carolina's Outer Banks. Dangerous rip currents are the biggest worry from the storm. More than 80 people have been rescued, and more than a dozen people were rescued at a single beach in North Carolina alone. After weeks of tension, the Republican-controlled Texas House of Representatives cleared a big hurdle tonight, advancing a controversial redistricting plan that now moves to the Texas Senate. That plan, that battle in Texas, has had a ripple effect on a number of states. Erica Brown has the story.
88 ayes and 52 nays, House Bill 4 is finally passed.
The Republican-controlled Texas House of Representatives voted to advance a controversial redistricting plan Wednesday that considerably favors the GOP. The vote comes following weeks of mounting tension and delays after most of the state's Democratic lawmakers fled Texas for 2 weeks in an attempt to block the new congressional map pushed by President Trump. The new map positions Republicans to pick up 5 more U.S. House seats in the upcoming midterm election. Opponents of the bill protested at the state capitol Wednesday, where Democrats continue to call the maps discriminatory.
Can you explain to us what the residents in East Austin have in common with the residents in Port Aransas?
But Texas Republicans prevailed, moving the plan forward.
This part of the fight is over, but it is merely the first chapter.
The redistricting battle in Texas has sparked a nationwide ripple effect, with more states considering redistricting plans that could favor a specific party. In California, Democratic lawmakers are moving ahead with new congressional maps of their own to counter the move by Texas.
This constitutional amendment, along with the 2 companion bills, are a measured and thoughtful response to the power grab that is happening out of Washington, D.C.
But Republican state lawmakers are fighting back.
Their excuse? Texas is doing it. That's not leadership. It's abandoning our principles.
They're planning to challenge redistricting plans in court. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Texas Democrats say they intend to continue to fight redistricting plans in court. Now, a number of other states have also said they are open to redistricting plans, including in New York. This comes as a law requiring Texas classrooms to display the 10 Commandments was blocked in some school districts. Federal judge ruled schools in Houston, Austin, and other areas do not have to comply with this requirement. You may remember not long ago, a judge blocked 4 districts in Arkansas from a similar 10 Commandments law. The judge in the Arkansas ruling said the law is plainly unconstitutional. A River Valley Equine Therapy Center that provides therapy services to local developmentally challenged children and adults is getting big-time help from the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. It's an effort to help that program move into a new location.
The property has an outdoor and indoor arena, has a barn, and so we are just very grateful for this opportunity.
Mains and Miracles Executive Director Joni Laster says this 27 acres outside of Lavaca will help them help more special needs children and adults with therapy.
This new property has, it'll have a larger barn, more stalls. It's 27 acres. And so we can add some horses to our herd. It has an indoor and outdoor arena, so we can have, horses going in both arenas at the same time. And so really we can like double the amount of, kids and adults that we can serve.
She says the indoor arena means they won't have to cancel any sessions.
But this new property has an indoor arena, which means that we can have our sessions still. The kids can still ride their horse, rain or shine. It's completely enclosed on the sides and on the top. And so the inclement weather will not be a factor for us anymore.
As far as the Northwest Arkansas Naturals game is concerned,
it'll be this Friday, August 22nd. And so there is a link that they can purchase tickets through. And then our nonprofit Mains and Miracles will get a percentage of those ticket sales.
Now, if you want to get those tickets to this Friday night's ball game, you have to buy them through a special Arvest Ballpark link. And you can find that link with this story on our website at 5newsonline.com.